Hi guys, please can some of you confirm if you can see me and hear me okay? Hi, Navjot. Good evening. I think there is a little bit of delay in the relay. Hi, good evening, good evening. And just this is my very first LinkedIn Live with a video session on. So, hi, good evening. Okay, all right. So, this is a continuation of yesterday's session. That. Um, yeah, so we can continue with the Q&A session that we had yesterday. So yeah, let me. And since most of you guys had asked if resumes can be reviewed, can you guys share the resumes that you would like to get reviewed so that I can go over it and let you know how it will be coming up? All right. Okay. So if you guys have any question, you can pop those questions on the chat. And if you don't have any questions, then we can proceed with the session that I have. So this previously was a session that I had done for other associations, but this was something very, very useful for email ID. Lakshma, you can share it on my LinkedIn chat. And it will be better if you could, if you don't mind, I can review your resume like with sharing my screen. I've made all the technical arrangements to share the screen and tell you what can be done better and how you can do it. But if you mind showing that like it is your resume on the screen because this is being live streamed, right? So it'll be better if you can send it to me with your name removed. It is your preference. If you don't mind showing your name on my screen, doesn't matter. But if you would like to have it removed, you can simply like take an image of it in Paint and remove your name and send the resume back to me. I did not accept your request. I'm so sorry. Let me do that right now. Sorry, I have over 1,000 requests, Lakshmi, that I haven't accepted. I will try and accept. All right. Yes, I have accepted your request. If you people can, if I haven't accepted any of your requests, please drop your ping here so that I can right away go into your profile and immediately accept the request so that you can share it with me. Share your resumes with me. So, Lakshmi, you can check now. No problem. So, in the meanwhile, I'm going to start few resume tips and tricks on how I do. So, let me know if you guys can see my screen. Okay. So, I'm going to focus mostly on how you can write a good resume, all that. Okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Okay. Okay. So, let me give 2 to 3 minutes if let me see if people are joining in. Okay, I think one person had requested to add their LinkedIn profile. Yes, I have done that. I think it was Sahibra Wankade. Yeah, yeah, I have accepted that. If anybody else is request is pending with me, please do let me know. I will try and figure that out. All right. Hi. So we are just giving like 2 to 3 minutes for people to join because I was ideally start the live around 8 o'clock. I was just testing out if everything is working fine, and yeah, all right. Yeah, I will accept right now. Yes, I've just accepted yours, Anthem. So yeah, I think audio events are better. What do you guys think? Because you guys are also able to speak when it is an audio event. I only see that you guys can only chat or send comments here. That really sucks. Let me try and start an audio event as well. Let me see. Um, Let me see if I can do that. Can you let me know what time the session will start? The session has already started, Venkat Ramana. But I'm just figuring out because you guys won't be able to speak if it is not an audio event. So I'm just trying to figure out if I can pull up an audio event simultaneously. Yes, Richard, I'm accepting your request right away. I have actually started one audio event as well. So if you guys can join there, you guys can also speak and ask your questions. And there is a simultaneous live as well. I think you guys can join in only one. But however, I suggest you join the audio event better, and I will try and answer all your questions like we did yesterday. Yeah, Abdul has 1 second. I'm just getting things ready. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so you guys can hear me, right? Like, I think from the audio event as well, you should be able to see or listen to what I'm saying. Perfect. Then let's begin. Okay. Hello. Hi, Abdul. Good evening. Yeah. Hi. 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 Good evening, Abdul. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah. Please tell me. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Abdul, you have any questions for me? probably which I can answer. This being a Q&A session. All right. Thank you, Abdul. So what I'm trying to do is I am running a LinkedIn live as well. So where I will be sharing my screen, telling you guys what kind of resumes you can get ready. Because yesterday I had got a lot of questions on that, so I thought I will take one session dedicated to preparing resume itself. So, firstly, when you are preparing your resume, you have to keep in mind, like, I know, even as a college student, I had also created a resume that was 3 page long, showcasing all the things that I had done, all my achievements, everything. But what happened recently in the recent times, due to modernization, resumes are getting as minimal as possible, which means it has to be to the point. So what you are, what you have done. So if you look at my resume, the one resume that brought me like 6 offer letters, that is very compact. It doesn't look anything like my previous resume that I had used while I was getting my very first job when I was entering the IT industry. Let me show a glimpse of that. Can see my screen on the other. If you guys are not able to join, see my screen on LinkedIn, you can see that on my YouTube channel. Since you have already joined my audio event, you may not be able to join my LinkedIn live where my video and the screen is on. So in that case, you guys can join my YouTube live. If you guys do not have the YouTube details, let me know. I will share that with you. I cannot hear the next person is asking. Yeah, yeah. So, Vidyadhar, I am requesting you to join the audio event on LinkedIn and the video event from YouTube. So, I am dropping my YouTube channel link here so that you guys can check that out. Just give me a second. Yeah, so this is my YouTube live, okay, because I am trying to share my screen as well as interact with you people in audio. So that is why I am hosting in two platforms. Um, yeah, so the next person is Vishnu. Hi, Vishnu. Good evening. Vishnu, I have enabled your speaker. Can you hear me and can you speak? If not, we will move to the next person. All right. Vishnu is back again. Hi, Vishnu. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, yes, you are audible. Please tell me. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I understand. So let me show you my resume, okay? So that you guys will get an idea of how the modern resumes look. So it'll be easier for you guys to get an idea of what I'm trying to say. Are you guys able to see my resume? It will probably be on my YouTube page. I Let me do one thing. Let me add a comment to my audio. How do I do that? I'm so sorry. I'm just getting used to all this. It is not clickable. Just give me a second. Let me do one thing. Uh, right, all right. So in my audio event, or this is getting hectic. Yeah. So in the audio event itself, I have. Oh God. Can you guys hear me now? I was trying to add the link, but something else was happening. Just give me a second. I have displayed my resume on my YouTube channel screen. So I'm just trying to show that to you guys. Vishnu, can you confirm if you are able to see my resume, the one that I'm just showcasing? Hello. Am I audible, guys? Okay, so I have pasted the link to my to the event on YouTube as a comment. Yeah, so this is the resume, Vishnu, that I'm talking about. So if you see here in this resume, I have put all the technical skills on the top. Why? Because mainly in the resumes, when people, the HR people or recruiters or even the interviewers are going to see, if it is 2 to 3 pages, they are these days we have lot of people applying for a single job. So the level of involvement that goes into a particular resume is very less. Like I'm speaking from the recruiter's point of view. So at that time, what happens is we would like to see the actual points on top so that we can easily understand what you already know. So this is one such modular resume. Okay, so I have a couple of templates. I can share the template link as well. How you can edit all that we will shortly see. Okay, I will show how I created this resume. I will in live create try and create a resume for you guys in this session. So if you see this resume, I have got a lot of applause for this particular resume. I have put my name on top. I put my at that time I was a test lead, so I put my designation to the second, and to the right. Do not ever forget to leave your phone number, your email address, and your location. Why? Because these three are very essential to check what location you are in, whether your particular location will match the current role's location, and if the resume is shortlisted, they should definitely know how to contact you, because these are some things I have seen that many people do leave out, even though these are very very basic. And then write some 3 lines, but these 3 lines may or may not attract the recruiters, but the next part is what is going to attract the recruiters, because the recruiters may not be technical people, so they will only be given names like Selenium, Java, SQL. Okay, they wouldn't know what actually that is. Rather, they'll be doing a word search, whether this word is present in that resume or not. So as soon as they open the first page of a resume, they should be able to see your top skills. Okay, so it is not necessary that it has to be the very first section, but make sure that it is present in the first page at least. Okay, so I will, yeah, yeah. So I will try and show the entire resume. This is only a screenshot of the first half of that page. But as the session goes towards, at least at the last half an hour of the session, I'll show how I design my resume. So this is a free tool actually. I did not use any paid tools here. So even though I will let us discuss how to design the resume shortly. And before that, let me hear from others also, and we will move on to sharing the resume. All right. Okay. Okay, Vishnu. Thank you. Yeah. No problem. Perfect. Thanks, Funny. You shared that you can see my screen. Perfect. So, does anybody else have any questions? If so, you can ask me on my audio event. If not, you guys can ask me in the comment section of the live event, which is happening simultaneously. Yes, Fanny. If you have any questions, you can join my audio event, which is happening simultaneously. So in the audio event, you will be able to speak with me directly. You can check the link to the audio event on my LinkedIn page. Deepak, you're not able to hear me. Um, I guess you should be able to. Oh, okay. Thanks, Abhishek. I'll do that. Yes, yes. Sure, Deepak. I will be sharing the template link towards the end of this session. All right. Funny, I can see that you're already on the call. So, can you give me a request so that you want to speak so that you can speak directly? If not, you can drop your questions on the YouTube live chat or LinkedIn chat. All right. So let me ask if you guys have any questions regarding your automation career. Even in that case, we can speak of that because many of you have been reaching out to me regarding that as well. So this is the time to speak if you guys have anything to ask. Hi, Funny. I have enabled your speak. Can you hear me? Yes, Funny. I can hear you. Yes. Hi, hi. Good evening. Okay. 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 How long have you been into networking, Funny? How is it months or a year or so? Okay. Oh, 3 years. Oh, so your domain is networking, but in networking, you're performing API testing, is it? Okay. Okay. So you are into the dev side of networking with Python. I'm just trying to understand. Okay, okay. So if you have if you definitely have 3.5 years of experience in API, you can still call that out. It may not be your recent experience, however, you definitely have that hands-on. What you need to do is brush up before you go for the interview. But I would try to tell you uh, pronounce it in such a way that you have not given that gap of 3 years to your API testing. Try and see if you can push that along with your experience in Python networking. Maybe you can, for 1 month, you can try and do any kind of API work in your current project itself, and you can still call out, yes, even in my current project, I am doing API testing. So if you know that knowledge and if you already have the hands on, do not like shy away from putting that on your resume. But definitely, please do share your resume with me so that I can review it personally and tell you how you can modify or tweak and actually start getting calls for API testing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, is there anything else, Funny? If not, shall we move to the next candidate? Thank you. Thank you so much, Funny. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Funny. That'll be great. Hi, Adarsh. Yeah, hi, Adarsh. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How about you? Please tell me. Okay. Yeah. So I totally understand your question. So you are trying to switch from being a recruiter into an automation engineering role. Automation engineering with the current market, I would say you have lot of opportunities right now. But then if you want to start off, I would like to know what kind of programming knowledge you have. Do you have any background with coding? Have you worked on any coding at all in your previous, or at least in your college days, have you learned that? In that case, I can suggest something that would be easier for you to learn. If you do not have coding knowledge also, I can still suggest you certain automation tools which wouldn't require much of a coding knowledge. So can you briefly tell me how much of a coding knowledge you hold? Adarsh, can you speak? I'm not able to hear you. Yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. Okay. Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing. So I would highly suggest you start with any JS JavaScript based automation. My recent exploration was Cypress. However, you have other JS related automation like we have Protractor, we have WebDriver, IO, so all that are into JavaScript. And if you want Selenium or Python, then you can definitely go for, sorry, Java or Python, you can go for Selenium. But however, Cypress, I would say a better option. Why? Because it can automate both UI and API. So you don't have to go and learn a separate tool like Rest Assured. When you're using Selenium, you have to learn Selenium separately and Rest Assured separately, because you have to automate UI as well as API. But in Cypress, you will learn both hand in hand. Okay. Oh, definitely. So, firstly, I would say prepare a resume which will get you the calls. And preparing resume is something that everyone thinks is not as important, but that is the most important thing, because you have to start getting the calls. And if you have already started getting the calls, then you have to prepare for the interview. Then you have to see why your interviews are not getting cracked. So if you're not getting the calls, concentrate on resume. If you are getting the calls but not the interviews, then not clearing the interviews, then you have to concentrate on the preparation for the interview. Mhm, mhm. Okay, mainly because Adarsh, you have an experience in recruitment and you're trying to apply a job for an automation engineer. So, do you see the difference? Because they are looking for someone who has an experience in automation, but you hold the knowledge in automation, but the experience in recruitment. So that is where the gap lies. So in such case, I would say build a GitHub profile where you can showcase your experience in automation engineering as well. Even though you haven't got an opportunity to work as an automation engineer, yet you hold the knowledge on the same. So you need a portal or platform where you can showcase your automation knowledge. So in such cases, you have to go and build your GitHub profile, and that profile is going to add the weightage to your resume. And try and see if somehow you can involve yourself in automation somehow. And in that case, because when you call out your recruitment experience throughout your resume, and you are applying for an automation engineer job, so what will happen, your resume will be considered irrelevant for that particular post. So that is the gap that we have to try and fill. Hmm. Okay. So in that case, I understand. I understand, because I am actually seeing a lot of candidates who are facing this kind of an issue. So ping me personally on LinkedIn. I'll share one link to you. Okay, so which will give you some very, very, very interesting product based companies or startup companies who are ready to recruit people who have the knowledge on automation and hands on automation, but no experience on automation. But once you get in, it will be easy for you. Getting in is the part that is going to be very difficult. But there are few other firms also who help, but the courses are a bit costly, I have seen from there. But if you are ready to invest, they will definitely train you into automation, and they have the placement cell also, where they will push you into the automation jobs as well. So I can share both the options. Yeah, I can, because I am not a sponsor for either of those, so that is why I'm not able to call that out here in a live session. But I can share that to you as a message in LinkedIn. Both the things. The Yeah, yeah. I totally understand. Because yeah, yeah. Because the firms who are ready to push you into the placements, right? So they are charging higher. Like I was astonished to see, but their reviews were really good. That people who have used their services are coming back and telling me that this has been good. In 6 months, I got into the IT industry, the actual technical industry they have gotten. So it totally depends, Adarsh. If you are ready to invest, then yes, there are certain firms who are going to help you. But if the investment is a little bit difficult, because even for me as a person, it is going to be difficult for me to invest so much amount when I'm already trying to switch for a better job. So in that case, I would suggest certain platforms, just like Naukri. They also have some startup companies and product based companies who are ready to recruit, who are ready to give a chance to people. Definitely. Definitely. Because in this LinkedIn, I won't be able to, either in YouTube or as a LinkedIn private message, you can ping me. Okay, so in either of these platforms, I'll definitely suggest that. Definitely, definitely. Don't. Yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah, thank you, Adarsh. But definitely leave a ping to me either on YouTube or on LinkedIn so that I can get back to you with a reply. If not, I tend to miss a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Adarsh. Have a great day. Thank you. Hi, Sai Lakshmi. Good evening. Uh, Sai Lakshmi, I've enabled you to speak. Can you unmute and speak? Hi, Sai Lakshmi. I can hear you. I can hear you well. Oh, you're my colleague. Yeah. So I just read your second name. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you, Lakshmi. Happy to see you here. Please tell me. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely, Lakshmi. So there are two things that I'll suggest. The first thing that I'm going to suggest is a common answer that I'm going to give everyone who is trying to switch to automation. So always build your personal GitHub profile. Okay. So there you can put up all your practice problems. So even in our sessions, you would know that we did lot of programs, right? So we did certain programs where we were doing the string reversal, string concatenation, all that. So similar to that, take some. You have the Hacker Rank is one of the platforms which is going to give you a lot of problems. So you can take a question statement. You can do that and push the code into GitHub. And similarly, even in yesterday's session, I was suggesting one scenario, like you can open a retail page like Amazon.com or Flipkart.com, and you can search for a login. Login will be the first scenario that you're going to automate. And once it is logged in, you can search for iPhone, like 14 Pro Max, and then from that drop down, it will be a dynamic drop down. So you have to handle your automation code in such a way that you are going to only select the option which contains the 256 GB result. Okay, so that is the second scenario that you will automate. And the third would be, once you have clicked on it, all the search results should be displayed. And if you see, like, let me explain that scenario. Okay, like, towards the end of the session, I'll share my screen and demonstrate that scenario. Like, once the search results are in, you should be able to see that search results for that string should be displayed on your screen. And once that is displayed, you have to select only the very first option in the search results, which has purple option. The rest should not be considered. Even four purples, only the first purple should be considered. So these are smaller broken down scenarios that can be clubbed together to form an entire project. Okay, so here what all you can incorporate is, you can incorporate Selenium, you can incorporate Python, you can incorporate the Cucumber BDD. So that I think I wouldn't have covered, but you can take up courses. I can share that with you. Like, in most of the MNCs, Udemy is free. Okay, so is it for us also. So you can go through that one course from Rahul Shetty, which will cover all this. So you can do Cucumber BDD, and then you can also incorporate your page object model. So since it is UI automation, you will have this page object model concept. So these are certain concepts that you would need to cover and build your project around, and push that project into your personal GitHub repository. So you can showcase your knowledge like that. And the second option that I'm going to tell you is, I cannot reveal that here in an open forum, but I will speak with you personally on how the switch can be done, because that is something that is organization oriented. So I will not be able to disclose that in a public forum like this. Yeah, definitely, 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 Lakshmi. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hi, Yashwant. Hi, Yashwant. Good evening. Okay. 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 So, Yashwant, one thing is your project may be volatile, may keep on changing. That usually happens because, especially when the project is a vast one, the requirements keep on changing. Because people know, like even like us, the clients also would like to keep improvising the product that they already have. So, obviously, the change is something that we cannot help, but then like doing automation is something that the requirement has to speak about. Why I am saying that is because, you know, there are certain organizations or certain projects who will push to do automation even in places where it is not required, right? Because if you have one particular step that or a particular test case that can be done with manual testing in 10 minutes, but for the metrics purpose they would ask you to write the automation code which is going to take you 3 days. So that is the time that you as a lead would have to speak to whoever is asking you to automate, saying that this is something that is valid to get automated and this is something that is not necessary to be automated. But with changes that are very frequently coming in, it will be difficult for you to make that decision itself, because not just automation, even the development will be facing the same difficulty, the manual testers will be facing the same difficulty, because everyone will have their own deliverable, right? But then one usual difficulty that any automation engineer would face is, I was leading one of the portfolios for automation. Okay. So what happens is, one week we'll be working for product A. And as soon as that automation is over, we'll be product B, because that is where the automation is needed. So for every week we were working on different projects. But what that helped me was, like you said, you already know robot framework. That is one of the latest frameworks out there. Kudos to you that you already know that. So what happened was, we have to take a call with respect to what kind of framework or language will fit in for each product or project. So at that time, what will happen is it will keep on increasing the level of knowledge that you have within automation. So when I was in that team is when I learned so much automation, because each product was different. So we had to think different strategies. So rather than thinking that this is a difficulty, you can try and learn a lot of things to optimize what is coming. So say for instance, like you said, you already know robot framework. If a feature is very easy and it does not require anything to be done out of the box, then you can choose robot framework. But if there comes a requirement where you have to do a PDF automation, like you have to validate a PDF, then you have to look for opportunities like learning Python or Selenium, sorry, not Selenium, Python or Java, to complete that. So that was one of my most recent accomplishments, where I had to automate PDF, which was a complete scanned document. You know, it is not easy to read a scanned document. So that is when I learned the OCR, optical character recognition, which comes under image recognition. So automation is a vast ocean. So it, as the more you explore, the more knowledge that you're going to get, and more heavy your resume is going to get. So today you may feel that there are a lot of changes that are happening around you, but those changes will help you learn a lot of things. And tomorrow, when you are looking to switch a job or so, that time you can say, this is the knowledge that I have. So if you check out my YouTube channel right now, you will see my resume which I have showcased with so much skills. And that resume was my resume when I was only having 5 years of experience. So that was because I was put into multiple changing requirements. So it is your call on where and what you have to do, but always keep doing automation for your personal requirement. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else, Ishwant? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely, Ishwant. Anytime. If you have any questions, you can ask me again. I will enable the audio. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Viraj. Hi. Good evening. Good. Yes. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, firstly, Viraj, so how many years of total experience do you have in the field?